Hey guys, so here I am at one of my favorite thrift stores. If you can see me, I will be massively surprised because it is so unbelievably bright out. Sorry for all the noise. I'm about to walk in. I promised I would do a video on Gothic thrift hauls, and that's what I'm going to do now. I'm going to do it in the style of 90s goth, the way I would do it when I was younger, and sort of just DIY things from there. Some things might not even need to be DIY'd, but either way, things that do, I will show you exactly how to do it, and hopefully it turns out all right. So there's a big thing inside that says no recording devices inside, but fuck them. I'm actually going to try to hide this and see if we're going to get in trouble. So here we go.
Somewhere leather, somewhere lace, somewhere makeup on their face. Some are young, some are old, some too hot, some too cold.
Cool things about this place is you see that up there? It says 50% off with the color labels. It's brown and orange. So basically you have to look at the color label you have. This one is $3.99. So if you have that color label, it's going to be 50% off, but obviously I don't here. What about my jacket? Nope. Our corset score is all for naught because, as my husband has pointed out, the boning is coming out. And he's putting some back in.
Yeah, some of it's missing. These ones are repairable, but the others...
That shirt.
This one's missing one here.
Yeah.
It's missing some bones.
Boo! Okay. However, this, I believe, is coming with us. So I'm back from the thrift store, and I'm going to show you two of the things that I got. One of them we're going to be DIYing today, and I think the second one I'm going to leave for another time because I'm not entirely sure what I'm going to do with that. But the trip was bittersweet because I initially went to the thrift store because I wanted to get slips. I don't know if you've seen my previous goth fashion video from the 90s, and I talked about what I would look for when I would go to thrift stores, and that was slips for me to DIY, and I was going to do that for you guys. However, this turned out better because I ended up getting something that I can actually DIY for both men and women. Therefore, I got you both covered. Here we go. It is a blazer, plain black blazer. The button's gonna go, and it's something that I used to actually, I had a jacket like this back in the 90s. I had a really big obsession with the whole, I like the whole 80s aspect. I guess whatever decade you're in, you like the decade prior. So, you know, when I was in the 90s, I always had a sort of obsession with the 80s, and I really liked the fashion that came out of the Gothic subculture, which was very DIY, different pieces put together, cut up and put together in different shapes. I just like that whole aspect. Lots and lots of safety pins, which brings me to the safety pins. I'm going to recreate a jacket that I had when I was a teenager, basically, which is going to be fun because I kind of wanted it again anyway. So as far as the safety pins, if you have a store called Joann Fabrics in your area, what you can do is just Google on your phone Joann Fabrics coupons, and you'll immediately be taken to a site which will have Joann Fabrics coupons. They always, always, always have 30 to 60% off any one regular price item coupon, and it has a barcode on it, and they scan it right there at the register. I bought two of these, and I did it in two separate transactions, and at $4.99 each, I got, plus tax, it came out to like $6.18 for the two packs, and they are 27 millimeters to 38 millimeters, which basically translates to... So I'm going to get to that one now, and this one, I don't know if you remember, this is the dress from the video. It had a really stupid bow in a really stupid place, but I can see that they took fabric, they took this sort of ribbon from somewhere else on the dress, made it into a bow, and for some reason put it here. But as you can see, there's damage. I don't know if it was to cover damage or to create damage, but we are going to DIY the hell out of this, but at another time. So right now we're going to get to recreating the jacket I had when I was a teenager, and I'm really happy to have it again. I don't know what I'm going to do with that button. I have other buttons, but that one is definitely going because I'm looking at it right now and it's just pissing me off. Let's get started. So first things first, we're going to dump the safety pins into a bowl. This is all part of the whole tedious process. Luckily, you get the benefit of fast forward, so you don't have to see the whole thing, because it is, like I said, a little bit tedious, but I'm going to endure that so you don't have to. I don't know if I mentioned how much the jacket actually was, and this blazer came out to $3.99. There you go, $3.99. And if the tag day was green, then obviously this would have been cut in half, so that it would have been even better. It's all about being cheap. So I'm going to maneuver this so that you can actually see what I'm doing here. Okay, so the whole concept is that we are going to line the entire lapel with the safety pins, and it's entirely at your discretion how loosely or densely you want this packed together. So I like them a little bit close together, and we're going to work with the fact that there are two different sizes here, because as you can see, it tapers down. Smaller bits here, as you can see, right here, which will benefit the smaller ones so they can get bigger as you go up. So for the look we're going for, you want these facing outward like that, so we're going to pin it like this. So starting with the smallest one, because obviously it's thinner here, I'm going to stick this through.
Somewhere leather, somewhere lace, somewhere makeup on their face.
As we get closer to the edge of the lapel, you want to switch back to small.
Some too cold.
Right about there is a good place to end it, because as you can see, we're getting close to this part here.
Some are rich, some so lonely and some they bitch. Some are lovers, some are friends in bed. Some have listened to the things we've said.
And back to large again. The lapel is done, and it's at this point you can decide whether or not you want to go around the wrist. I did. However, I highly recommend wearing some thick leather cuffs, bracelets, or whatever, because if one of these decides to pop open, you won't hit an artery and bleed out. But, you know, then again, if you did, it's all part of the experience. Do a bunch of these small ones through this little fake pocket right here. As the lapel ends, you're going to continue down the front of the jacket, but then you're going to face them in the opposite direction.
Leave me sad. Some too cool and some a drag. Some they fear, some they lust. Some have got to and some they must.
Thanks for watching. Don't forget to subscribe.